Procedure, the group being led by Commander Bo Bobko, Pilot Graby, Mission Specialist Hilmers and Stewart, and William Pales, the DoD payload specialist. They get into a modified recreational vehicle for the trip out to the pad. Astronaut John Young, the head of the astronaut office, accompanying them. The crew access arm now retracting. This is the walkway used by the astronauts to get from the service structure to the orbiter. If an emergency should arise, that arm can be put back into position within 15 seconds. The Johnson Space Center now sending a final update to the onboard computer for antenna management. The AC electrical bus sensors have also been placed in monitor by the pilot Ron Graby. T-minus 7 minutes and counting. The liquid oxygen fill and drain valve in the external tank has been closed and topping of that tank completed. And liquid oxygen drain back has been started. This means that liquid oxygen is flowing through the main propulsion system and back to the large storage tank to cool the system down slowly to minus 270 degrees below zero. And we've had a report back that APU start has been completed. T-minus 4 minutes, 13 seconds and counting. The firing circuit for the solid rocket boosters ignition and range safety destruct systems have been armed. T-minus 4 minutes and counting. The astronaut crew has closed the visors on their launch and entry helmets, and the final helium purge of the orbiter's main engines has started to ensure that there's no surplus hydrogen or oxygen in the area at the time of ignition. The ground launch sequencer has determined that the APU hydraulic pressure is now normal for launch and flight. T-minus 2 minutes 40 seconds, and the caution and warning has been cleared, and the gaseous oxygen vent arm presently being retracted. T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds and counting. T-minus 2 minutes 15 seconds and counting. The main engines have now been moved to the start position, and the astronauts have cleared the caution and warning memories, and all systems are verified normal for launch. Coming up on the 1 minute point, T-minus 1 minute and counting. The firing system for the sound suppression water system now armed, and the hydrogen igniters under the orbiter's engines have been armed. These devices ensure that any hydrogen is ignited prior to building up. T-minus 45 seconds. Just seconds away from switching command of the countdown to the onboard computers. T-minus 35 seconds. T-minus 31 seconds, and we're switching control. We have go for auto sequence start. And we have the sequencer on the orbiter now controlling the final seconds to launch. 20 seconds and counting. The body flap and speed bake in launch position. T-minus 12, 11, 10. Have go for main engine start. T-minus 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Atlantis. A new orbiter joins the shuttle fleet, and it has cleared the tower.
Program initiated. Crew confirms roll maneuver. Throttle down to 65%. Pass through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Booster confirms engines throttling down. Velocity now 2,000 feet per second. Altitude 2.7 nautical miles. Downrange distance 1 nautical mile. 3 engines performing normally. feet per second. Engine throttling up now, back to 104%. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Crew giving a go at throttle up. Commander Bo Bobco acknowledging that go at throttle up. Velocity 3,500 feet per second, altitude 12 nautical miles, downrange distance 9 nautical miles. Three engines running 104%. APUs and fuel cells have normal indications. Velocity 4,600 feet per second, altitude 18 nautical miles, downrange distance 16 nautical miles. Coming up on approximately the 2-minute point at which SRB separation will occur. Standing by for separation. Crew confirms PC less than 50. And we have solid rocket separation. Guidance converging as programmed, velocity 5,500 feet per second, altitude 28 nautical miles. Downrange distance 34. Three engines still running 104%. Velocity 5,800 feet per second. First stage performance nominal. Crew advised of nominal first stage performance. 2-engine transatlantic abort capability.
Velocity 500 feet, elevation 2,300 feet, range 8 miles. About 30 seconds to touchdown. Atlantis converging over runway 23. Gear down. Elevation 55 feet. Touchdown main gear. Touchdown nose wheel. And the fourth orbiter in NASA's fleet, Atlantis, rolls out on landing, concluding Space Shuttle Mission 51J.